Sup everyone, Ryu here for RyuAvalonGaming. Thanks for tuning in as always. This is going to be a post-com of the Nameless King of the Storm boss fight, and what an amazing boss fight it is. And we're going to deal with Havel after dealing with Nameless King. And this was the successful attempt. There was, I want to say, around 11 attempts at this boss fight, because the area has what's called a lot of internet traffic where you're trying to summon someone, because the boss is really intense first go. Now, I've played it off screen before, just to, you know, get a grasp of where everything is. So when I'm doing the Let's Play, I kind of like got really in depth with it. I'm like, oh my god, yes, I'm it was nuts. It was one of those things that I regretted not recording the 20 failed attempts on the 24 original attempts. And on this one, it was like 22 original attempts, so it wasn't that much different, because my build is pretty much the same as I used for the PvP video. But holy crap, Nameless King, probably the craziest boss fight that I've ever come across in a Dark Souls game. I would say next to Fume Knight. Fume Knight was pretty beast. But I think with Fume Knight, at least there was a limit to the moveset he had, and he was just like, there was a two-stage to his fight, but he didn't have 2 health bars. And I know what people are going to say, but Ryu, you know, the King of the Storm is its own fucking health bar. But a lot of the Dark Souls 3 bosses, and it's my minor complaint, have like that 2 health bar thing, and it drives me nuts, especially the late game bosses. It's okay, it's cool, it gives a, you know, amazing dynamic. It's like, okay, you finished the first go, fuck you, here's the second one, enjoy the second one, see what you can do. So against Nameless King, I decided to just use Yorm's Great Machete, because it chops the shit out of him. I tried Butcher's Knife, I tried being a dick, and part of the fight I actually do use the bow and arrow, green arrow tactic, because it is a pretty damn good tactic. But my NPC summon, my son bro was just freaking amazing in this fight, and I can't thank him enough. If I didn't, I'm going to send him an Xbox Live message saying, hey, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm not trying to promote my YouTube channel, but I was stuck on this boss, and I was trying to record it, and I have all the gratitude in the world for you helping me get through that boss, because that boss was a beast. And still is. So what I'm actually doing, side note, while the footage plays, is I'm putting this video together before I go after the final boss, before I go after the last quest I'm going to feature on the channel. And I just want to say, the pacing of this Let's Play has been a lot faster than I was assuming, and it's crazy because, let's see, Tuesday is Uncharted 4, so that makes today, just to give you guys an idea when I record things, May 5th. And the game's been out for about 3 weeks, and for me to finish recording a Let's Play in that time with all the other channel stuff I do, it's incredible. It's incredible, but it's a fantastic ride. And I know what someone's going to say, but, you know, you could always just leave off this boss, the Nameless King, because it's optional. But as a Let's Player, the one thing I regretted for Dark Souls 2, that the only reason I did it, because I think I left out 2 bosses, which were Dark Lurker and the Twin Tigers. And I think if I was to go back, it wouldn't be the same experience as it was. But I really kind of regrets, like, not doing those 2, because so much has changed in that time frame of, you know, the Dark Souls 2 to the Dark Souls 3, just the experience I've gained as, you know, Let's Player, as a gamer in general. It's phenomenon what this game has pretty much taught me, and I think we're coming close to the end of the boss fight footage I have in front of me. I just wanted to talk about it because I was just so amped. But throughout the Let's Play, I haven't really gotten a chance to sit down and say what an amazing experience this game is, and I think this is fitting for being the episode before last, that I get to kind of just talk about my experience with Dark Souls 3 so far, and you get to see an amazing boss fight and just some side quest stuff, which is mainly dealing with Havel. If you've never played Dark Souls 1, we're going to feature it on the channel at some point in the future. I can't say when, but we're going to feature the PC edition. I've never done the DLC for the PC edition. Excuse me. So that's gonna be amazing on its own to actually have that. I don't know why I choked there. My apologies. But Havel was in Dark Souls 1 in like a basement, and just getting all these throwbacks to it, and especially was it last? No, it's the last episode I'm actually rendering right now. I was about to say the last episode. A couple episodes ago, when we went to the Cemetery of Ash and seeing that Firelink Shrine was crazy. But it was necessary, because to do the storyline that's going to finish itself next episode, I needed to actually fight the Kitsune King. I needed to go here and complete the entire quest line, and Nameless King was part of that. And for me to feel accomplished as a Let's Player, and as, you know, someone who's trying to make a name for himself on YouTube through gaming, I wanted to finish this boss and be like, here I am, I'm standing tall, and I can do this. And there's been a few things I've screwed up on, like the music gets way too loud in Dark Souls 3, and I'm going to be working on that with other games. I'm going to try to improve that, so that's definitely something I'm going to be looking at to improving. But damn, what an amazing boss. And just like the surrounding area where everything you can get, the Dragon Slayer armor, which is a throwback to Dark Souls 1, and also kind of hints about the identity of the Nameless King, because he's Gwen's firstborn. Like, the final boss of Dark Souls 1 was powered down from what he what he would be at. That's what we were told. And for Dark Souls 3, you're fighting his son, who's at full strength, and you feel it. You really do feel it. I mean, I think it's like, I think a lot of people are saying it. He is the hardest boss to come off of. After you beat him, there's really nothing else that's difficult. And I'm waiting for the DLC. I'm excited for it. For me to say I'm excited about DLC, that says a lot. But just like this whole area is, it's been such an experience to come to this area and just put it on YouTube and explore it with you guys and be able to talk about it. Just what a ride. What a fucking ride it's been. Havel the Rock, though. Douchebag mode, douchebag mode, douchebag mode. He's not really difficult. It's more, he hits like a tank and he walks like a tank. Therefore, he is a tank. The only thing is, he's really not weak to anything I can throw at him at this point. So it's kind of one of those things you just lay there going, motherfucker, why are you so dickish to deal with? And I probably could have skipped Havel the Rock. I probably could have just, said, I don't need to do Havel. We did Nameless King. There's really no point in doing Havel. But I'm doing Havel because it's part of, like, this giant thing. And I'll probably grab his armor after I'm done with the game, too. Just to smite things. I'm not going to use his armor. I'm not going to. I'm just a fan of the Abyss Watchers. I think that's probably my favorite armor right now. And that's why you see me run through it. Actually, scratch it. Nameless King has sick-ass armor. May pop up next episode. I'm just saying. Spoilers may pop up next episode. But this won't be goodbye to Dark Souls 3. It'll be a see you later till the DLC 1 and 2 come out, which I've yet to fucking buy the fucking pre-order for it, because I don't believe in pre-ordering things unless you really want it. I do really want it, just no release date. So it's kind of one of those things that's just putting on the back burner for now. But if anyone's out there, like, watching this series and going, should I play Dark Souls 3? Should it be something for me? I think the easiest way to explain this to you is it's an incredibly challenging game when you first play Dark Souls. And there is no experience quite like your first Souls experience. And that's something that the community uses quite a bit of. I'm going to explain it. A friend of mine, who you guys may have known on on this channel and on the Super Council Gaming, recently got into Dark Souls, and he's been whooping ass in Dark Souls 3. And Jonathan, if you're watching, I really am impressed with the progress you're making. Now, for someone to say that they wouldn't play Dark Souls because they like their controller and they didn't want to break it, that's kind of this, what you hear when it comes to Dark Souls. I can speak for Nameless King. Being close to that, I had to put my controller down and walk away a few times. That's a true thing. It sucks, but it comes with the territory. But the best thing I can explain about Dark Souls is, just in general, overcoming something that's so incredibly difficult has the greatest reward you could ever expect. So there's nothing quite like it. There's absolutely nothing quite like Dark Souls. So if you have yet to play Dark Souls, you should play Dark Souls. That is kind of a plug there. That's kind of a plug. I can say this, that Uncharted 4 will be probably the next game, if not the next game that I start recording, but that will be like the next game going up with Dark Souls. So 2 video hype, because Dark Souls will be finished and I have more time to dedicate to things, and that's just great. You know, I like having more time to dedicate things. I still have about like 4 minutes to fill in here, and I don't want to just say, okay guys, I'll see you later. I don't want to do that. So, there's the, what is it? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The guy who left the Abyss Watchers, who we did the Dragon Quest with, I think it was an episode or 2 ago. We need to finish this quest line right before we do the Lord of Cinder ceremony, and actually the Lord of Cinder. So that's going to be incredible to do, to say the least. I've seen the ceremony, it's nuts. There's so much hype behind that, and I'm so excited to actually record that in about 12 hours. And I'm just kind of like building hype for myself to get into that fight, because it's going to be fucking amazing. It's absolutely going to be a beast. But what can I say? I have high hopes for the DLC. I should talk about DLC. I have high hopes for this DLC with Dark Souls 3. Mainly because Dark Souls 2 DLC, that was perfect. And Dark Souls 1 DLC, that was perfect. Well, actually, Dark Souls 1 DLC had a boss that was a douche, but so did Dark Souls 2, so it's kind of... I'm expecting something harder than Nameless King to be in that DLC, to make me want to rip my hair out. I'm kind of expecting another Fume Night, something really uber. But there was a theory I was talking to a friend of mine about, and I'm just going to throw it in this video because we got time. The one Lord of Cinder who sits on his throne with no issue, who doesn't have any legs, who you can give the soul transportation to, and he actually makes you boss weapons. I believe in the DLC we make it kind of one of those like Shia moments where you go back in time and you actually have to battle him. I think that'd be really cool, but that's just me being me. I'm gonna end the video here, like audio wise from my end. So enjoy the rest of the footage. It's about another 2 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe for more. I have a bunch of other stuff I gotta go record now. But thank you for the continued support here on RyuAvalonGaming. I will see you in the next video as always.